There's gotta be a better way. Hello. It's time for a new episode. Yes, it's been almost a year. I've had a couple of problems. Well, how many exactly? A lot. But they're all fixed now. So, before we begin, a small disclaimer. New Super Mario Bros. Was played and recorded from the Wii U's Virtual Console service. New Super Mario Bros. 2 was played on my new 3DS and streamed directly to my computer through some true magic. What magic? I don't know. I couldn't say. I certainly wouldn't think of altering my new 3DS in any way. Please don't hurt me, Reggie. With that out of the way, let's talk about New Super Mario Bros. It was released in 2006 for Nintendo's relatively established by this point DS handheld. So what's so new about it anyway? Well, firstly, it's a side-scrolling platformer in the vein of the NES and SNES classics, with the goal of reaching a flag at the end. So if the concept is old, what is new? Well, the graphics are the biggest upgrade. New Super Mario Bros. Uses 3D models for almost everything. Mario, enemies, power-ups, simple objects, but it still moves on a horizontal plane. This style of gameplay is commonly referred to as 2.5D for its 2D gameplay, but 3D environments. So, Mario controls pretty similarly to how he did in Super Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine. There's triple jumps, wall jumps, and all sorts of moves that you'd expect from a 3D Mario game, except he's doing all these on a 2D plane. And he controls perfectly well, all the moves transferred over nicely. Something that's carried over from previous 2D installments is a simple story. Bowser Jr. kidnaps Peach. Yeah, Mario and Peach are just taking a walk, and Bowser Jr. kidnaps her. Bowser Sr. is of course involved in some way, so it's a simple retelling of what we're used to. Not only that, but simple Bowser fights are back, very similar to the ones in the original Super Mario Bros., where taking out the bridge beneath Bowser is the key. However, after World 1, Bowser is defeated and turned into a pile of bones. This leaves plenty of room for new bosses. This is where New Super Mario Bros. Shines. The bosses are similar in respect to the ones from Yoshi's Island. It's a regular enemy with a special ability, vehicle, or gimmick. Even characters like Petey Piranha return from Super Mario Sunshine. And the bosses are easy enough, but the variety is certainly welcomed. Now, New Super Mario Bros. Is a callback to the classic 2D Mario games. The game is separated into 8 worlds. The map system is easy to navigate using the touchscreen. In fact, the touchscreen is barely used at all in the main game, which is fine by me. The main goal is to defeat a boss, or mini-boss, or get to the flagpole at the end. Basic Mario fare there. Secret exits are also present, but show up as red flags on the flagpole, and don't require finding a keyhole, such as in Super Mario World. Although some require certain power-ups to reach. And that brings us to power-ups. Staples like the Mushroom, Fire Flower, Starman, and 1-Up return with 3 new additions. The blue shell allows Mario to become like a Buzzy Beetle. Ducking makes him immune to fire, and running will cause Mario to spin, killing enemies in his path. But be cautious though, as Mario could bounce off of a wall and straight into a pit. The Mega Mushroom turns Mario into a colossal version of himself. Everything in his path is in danger, and the destruction meter on the top fills and will reward the player with 1-ups based on the total amount of destruction. Lastly, there's the Mini Mushroom, which makes Mario incredibly small and light. Jumps are higher and longer, and Mario can even run on water. Yes, now even the exploits of Jesus are available to Mario. In the name of Mario, Green Mario and the Princess, can I get a wahoo? The music is very distinctive in the series as well. The sounds are liked by some and detested by others. This is likely because during the moments, enemies and items will dance, spin, or jump to the beat. This can cause you to make a mistake if you aren't expecting it. The biggest new addition to the formula is Star Coins. Every level contains 3 of them, and they can be hidden or out in plain sight. Points can be spent on the map for item houses containing a random item, a Mega Mushroom, or 1-ups. After finishing the game, Star Coins can be spent on new overlays for the bottom screen. Hunting Star Coins can be fun, but some aspects of it are a pain. For instance, some coins require a certain power-up to reach. Well, that would be okay if the power-up was hidden somewhere in the level, but so far as I can tell, this usually isn't the case. Often it's the mini mushroom that's required, and it's located in only a few levels. Worse yet, unlike Super Mario World, which allowed you to collect power-ups, then leave the level with them at your leisure, New Super Mario Bros. Resets your status to whatever you were when you entered the level. Meaning every time you want a mini mushroom, you have to play the entire level that contains the item you want. Sure, you can get them from item houses too, but it's random, and I never seem to get lucky enough to get the item that I needed.
Why are we still here? Just to suffer?
The save feature's a little awkward too. If you complete a tower, a castle, or unlock anything using star coins, you can save. As far as I can tell, if you replay these levels, you can't save again, which for a portable game is a poor excuse for a save feature, but it's passable. However, after completing the game, you have the ability to save anywhere. Oh yeah, completing the game. The game contains 8 worlds, again this is standard fare. However, playing all of them isn't necessary, and many are downright optional. Some castles have an alternate path, requiring a mini mushroom to reach. Of course, that means completing the whole level and defeating the boss with said mini mushroom. Cannons are also scattered throughout the worlds, which can offer instant transportation to a further world. But the main point remains. Bowser Jr. has kidnapped Peach and Bowser's turned to bones. That is until the final battle, where he's resurrected and you face both father and son. Of course, they fail and Mario rescues Peach. Simple end with a kiss. And at the end of the credits, a code is revealed to unlock Luigi. This code works for both old files and new ones. There's also a bunch of mini-games to play if you have nothing better to do. They're also unlockable in Super Mario 64 DS, but they're all available from the start here. And that is New Super Mario Bros. But Nintendo saw a hot-ticket item and couldn't just let it go. So let's take a look at the direct sequel, New Super Mario Bros. 2. New Super Mario Bros. 2 contains most of what the original contained. Flagpoles, polygonal characters, easy map to navigate star coins, unlocking item houses, secret exits, cannons, and of course, Peach capture. But there are some differences too. The graphics have been given a significant facelift, everything from the backgrounds having more detail and the characters having less jagged lines. One of the biggest differences between the two is this game's emphasis on collecting coins. A coin counter is on the map screen. There's rings that cause enemies to give out potentially hundreds of coins. There's even several new items that increase the coin count even faster. Firstly, there are the new Golden Mushroom and Golden Fire Flower. These items cause enemies to produce tons of coins, and the Golden Fire Flower can cause explosions that turn large blocked areas into cold, hard cash. Another coin-based item is the Gold Block. 10 coin blocks can turn into gold blocks, and they'll also randomly appear on the map, and can be collected at the beginning of the level. Mario will wear the block on his head, and every action he does will cause him to collect coins. It also acts as extra protection, but it will also wear off after 100 coins have been collected. All the other items from New Super Mario Bros. Return in the sequel, as well as one more addition. It's the return of the Raccoon Leaf from Super Mario Bros. 3. Short flights and tail-whipped attacks have returned to Mario's arsenal. Also returning from Super Mario Bros. 3 are the Koopalings. Each one has a different attack pattern or stage layout, but they're all attacking with magic wands again. Also, Reznor returns from Super Mario World as a mini-boss for tower levels. There are some variations to the formula each time, but it's relatively simple. Cannons no longer teleport directly either. There's a short level where Mario automatically runs and has to dodge lots of obstacles. There's very little room for error here. There's even a full co-op mode too, but none of my friends have New Super Mario Bros. 2. I'm just kidding, I just don't have any friends. This time, during the final battle, Bowser has a second form, where he gets giant and you have to dodge his attacks while avoiding rising lava. You don't directly attack a second form, but hit a switch at the end of the gauntlet, and Peach is saved. Again. But there's an extra world that requires 90 star coins to unlock. This world contains the toughest levels yet, with moon coins instead of star coins. Even though these are the toughest levels, if you've gotten this far, it should still be pretty easy. If you manage to collect 1 million coins, which you can plainly see I just barely didn't get, you can get a special title screen. There's also another one if you max the coin meter out at 9,999,999. That's a lot of time and effort that I'm just not willing to put in. I didn't even get a 30th of the way to a million by playing the game normally, but I suppose that's what Coin Rush is for. And that's generally it. Both games are fun and have their own ups and downs, but we're not finished yet. Stay tuned for part 2, where we look at the console variants, and I'll rank each game in the new Super Mario Bros. Series.